everybody. How are you? Another video for you. And as the title would imply, why am I not very patient anymore? I have people ask me, even my wife asked me, Floyd, why are you so angry? Why don't you have more patience with people? I have people on Facebook or on my blog that will say things, and then I'll come back at them and I sound and come across as angry. And I am. I've told you that before. But why don't you have more patience? Why can't you have a discussion? Why can't you be more rational with people? Well, see, there's the problem. I do try to be rational. In the past, I used to try to have discussions with people. Honest to God, these discussions where I could present my point, I'd hear their point, I'd come back with another point, and I would try to have a conversation with them that, of course, they're trying to convince me of their way of thinking. I'm trying to convince them of my way of thinking. But I'm trying to offer up counterpoints to theirs. And hopefully we could have a discussion. Now, there were a few people who could do that. They seem to be all too rare anymore, but there were some. But for the most part, all you'd get from people is name calling. Well, you're stupid. You're an ass. I mean, just some of the dumbest crap you could think of, rather than addressing the questions that I asked or addressing the points that I made. They just ad hominem attack. You're stupid. And so I've never been a very patient person to begin with. Anybody who's known me for any length of time knows that. But I do try. But my patience does have limits. And as I've gotten older, I've discovered that those limits have gotten shorter. And I just don't put up with the bullshit anymore. I'm sorry. I try my best. I want to be even-handed. If you've read my Facebook page before, you know these things about me. I try to see both sides of an issue. And where I'm coming from, bottom line is, am I more free or am I less free as a result of your actions or the government's actions or anyone's actions? It's about liberty. It's about my personal freedom and my ability to live my life. So, oh, by the way, t-shirt, back off. Anyway, so that's where I'm coming from. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Libertarian. I'm not a member of any political party. So I'm not coming at a subject from my party affiliation. And that seems to be the case with far too many people. Their argument is based on what their party wants them to say. And that's not where I'm coming from. So as an example, I don't like Donald Trump. Didn't vote for him, not going to vote for him again. Now, I know some people are going to be happy to hear that. Some people are going to wag their finger at me. Well, you're just going to elect Democrats. No, I have a reason for not voting for Trump. One is I don't like him. I don't think he understands the Constitution. Number two, I'm sending a message in my own little way. I'm keeping my conscience clear and showing the two major parties they don't own me. They don't own my vote. They can't take me for granted. Now, I will support someone of any party to the degree to which they promote freedom. Now, let's be honest. In the last 20, 30 years or more, how many Democrats have you actually seen who talk about that sort of thing? So, I mean, the reality is the Democrat Party right now in its current incarnation is not the party of freedom. All right. The Republicans, on the other hand, will talk about it. Like right now, they're out of power in Congress, and certainly they're out of power in Virginia. So you have a lot of Republicans saying all the right things to get you stirred up and fired up and want to vote for them. But we've heard that game before. They've done this in the past. Whenever the Republicans are out of power, they talk the talk. But then when they get elected, they go right back to business as usual. They have their pet causes. They have their pet spending. They've never and I would challenge you to point it out to me, they've never done anything to reduce the size and scope and power of government. Now, it's like watching WWE, okay? World Wrestling and Entertainment. When the ring is, the lights are on and the cameras are on and they've got the crowd there, they're butting heads and beating each other up, slamming each other on the floor. But when the lights go off and everybody's out of the arena, hey, man, want to go have a beer? Sure. Look, they don't care about you. Just get used to that idea. Your life will be so much simpler, and you'll be able to make decisions so much easier about political issues when you understand that neither of the two major political parties gives a damn about you. You are simply a vote. You're money. You're someone they can use to get where they want. Just understand that. And I've had arguments recently. Here's the new one in the news. Trump saying that people should inject or drink disinfectant or bleach. Now, look, I know Trump says some stupid stuff. I can't stand listening to the guy. The way he talks, the things he says makes me want to throw shit at the TV. But when he says something stupid, I'll be the first one to stand up and say, hey, that was pretty stupid. But this Trump derangement syndrome crap has got people, I swear to God, if Trump cured cancer tomorrow, the Democrats would find something to complain about. He did not say to drink or inject disinfectant. I watched the entire video. I got it in context. He was simply following up on what the doctor who had spoken before him had said, and he was asking questions. Now, I can understand why the Democrats would be upset, because let's face it, there are enough of them that are stupid enough to believe that and go out and drink it or inject it, that I can see why they would be worried about it. But frankly, in my opinion, if you're that stupid, if that's what you heard him say and then you went out and tried to do it, please do. Get out of the gene pool now. Help the country. You'll be doing us a favor.